If you've been asking yourself, how do I actually grow my business without feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or like you're wasting time, you're in the right place. In this special 3-part series, I'm going to guide you through the exact steps I've used over the past decade to help businesses grow and nearly 2 decades helping people achieve their financial goals. We'll start by getting crystal clear on where you are today so you can build the momentum that you need. In this first video, we're diving deep into analysis because growth starts with knowing exactly where you are right now. You'll discover how to audit your current offerings, time and team roles, why understanding your systems and processes is crucial for scaling, how to align your role with your strengths so you're not trapped doing everything yourself, how to spot the hidden gaps that are slowing you down and how to close them, and finally, how a simple time audit can unlock more revenue and joy in your business. Everything you need to complete today's analysis is ready for you. Just grab the free sheet. The link is down below. Download it and follow along with me. All right, let's get started.
Hello and welcome. So in these next 3 videos, we are going to break down the 3 simple steps to help you grow your business. These are the steps that I go through each and every time I want to grow. This is the steps I've been taking people through for 20 years. They're simple and it works. So the first step is analyze. So this is an add-on to the training that you did on the financial guide. So this is going to really support and help you in these next 3 videos. So this video, we're going to go into a deeper dive into your offerings and your time, what you're doing in the business. So I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Then the second video is all about the strategy. So this is where we actually go. The strategy is all based on how are you going to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And excuse me, and I'll show you how to do that. Then step 3 is the action. What action do we need to take right now to move, especially when you're feeling stuck? Stagnant energy means you need to take action. When you take action, the energy starts moving and you stop feeling so stuck and you build that momentum. So obviously I like using my hands. So the first video, this one's all about the analysis to better understand where you are in the business and what you're doing so we can understand what you need to keep doing and stop doing as you grow your business. So I'm going to share my screen with you now. Okay, so you'll have access to this spreadsheet as well. I do love a good spreadsheet. So I've zoomed in for you. So basically you'll know this because we used this one before. So this one gives you an analysis on where you are currently, what your actual revenue is, what your goal revenue is, and what the gap is. So as you can see here in column B, I've listed some questions of what I want you to answer from this. So feel free to pause this and answer it as I'm talking through. Or jot this down after. It's probably going to be easy just to do it while we're doing it right now. So the reason this is important from an analysis standpoint is for you to grow your business, you need to grow how you show up in the business because you're the business owner. You're the CEO, you're the visionary. So if you don't change, the business won't change. So that's why we need to start with you. So as you change, the business will change and it will grow. So what I want you to do here, and this is going to give us clarity on the offerings or the products or services that you currently have and which ones are best for us to look at growing in the short, in the medium, and the long term. So we'll gain all of this clarity throughout. So the first question is who is in your team currently and what are their roles? It is so common for people to hire when they think they need to hire and the roles get mixed up. Don't worry, I've been there before as well. It's part of the journey. It's what we do. But getting you clarity on who's actually in your team right now. It might just be you and that's absolutely fine, but what's your roles in the business? So who's in your team aside from yourself and what are their actual roles? What are they doing? Then once you've listed that out, I want you to go list out your current systems and processes in the business. So the systems and processes in the business is, what's your onboarding process look like? Do you have to be doing that? What's your offboarding process? Do you have to do that? What's your CRM system look like? Now, you might go, Kaylin, I have a very simple business. I don't need to do this. But when we are very clear on the steps that your customer takes when they go with you, the steps you take them through, the steps and the systems can be scaled. But if you haven't written down the steps and you're not sure about them, your business won't grow because you don't know what the steps people take to work with you. So this is so important as part of the process to better understand what are your systems and processes currently, and that will give you an awareness of what you can improve on, what systems and processes you can implement as well. Don't worry, I'm here to support you all through this, and obviously look at my YouTube channel as well because I talk a lot about like SOPs from the processes standpoint as well as systems. So just write these down. You've got this. Okay. And then I want you to write, what is your current role in the business? What are you actually doing? What I find at this stage with businesses when they're wanting to grow and that stuck pivotal moment, they're doing so much of everything because you're used to doing so much of everything because you built this business yourself. And now you're at that stage where you're like, hey, I want to grow and I've got some money coming in, I've got a team, but I really don't know where I fit in this. So what we're doing now is we're redefining where you fit in the business as the business grows, based on your personality and based on your strengths and your enjoyment. So then I want you to write, how much do you actually want to be working in the business, hour-wise, either day or week? When we can conceptualize this and actually work towards a figure, then we have a tangible metric to work on. If you don't know how many hours you want to be working in the business, you'll work as many hours as you need to. But when we have a definitive, I only want to be working 20 hours a week, then we get so much more focused in the time that you spend in the business. And then I want to ask you, what do you actually want to be doing in the business? So there's a 5-step process to these questions. So it's literally, where are you at now? Who's the team? What's the systems and processes? What are you currently doing in the business? And then what do you want to be working in the business? And what do you want to be doing in the business? And this creates a gap. And it's that gap that I'm helping you better take action towards to move towards where you want to go. So I've also got a diagram here which explains a bit more about how the back end of your offering works. So yes, you've got an offering, a product or a service, but attached to that there might be people. There might be software, there might be processes, and then there's revenue. But all of these have to be included when we want to grow the business. Because when you're growing the business, yes, the revenue grows, but also the processes, the software, the people supporting it have to be considered. So this is where when we have a high level of understanding, that allows us to make more informed decisions moving forward. So ponder on this for me. And once you've completed this, and even if you're like, I don't know what I'm currently doing in the business, then go to here, please. This is where you do a time audit. So this gives you a jot down of what are you actually doing each and every day. And if you want, there's a book, I can drop the reference down below. It's Buy Back Your Time, and it's incredible. It's literally about time auditing, because when you want to grow your business, your time is very important, and where you focus your time will dictate the outcomes you get. So what I would like you to do here, if you would like to, and give you another level of detail, is to go, right, I do admin in my business. Okay, cool. How many hours do you spend a day doing admin? About 30 minutes. Right. What was the task that you do with admin? Follow up emails, checking in. Cool. Does this actually generate impact or profit? Well, yes and no. So it does provide impact because I'm giving that personalized touch, but the profit isn't necessarily stemmed directly from this. So I'm going to go yes and no. And with that level, you can go, should I be doing this? And then I want you to do an enjoyment level. Enjoyment is so important. I want you to factor in enjoyment level from 1 to 5. 1 being, I hate it. It's awful. It's annoying. It's mundane. I never want to do it again. 5 being, I would do this even if I wasn't getting paid. I love it. This is amazing. I want you to rate every task you do at the enjoyment level. The reason we do this is because when you enjoy something, you become more energized. When you become more energized, you become more creative in your thinking. And when you're more creative in your thinking, you can innovate ways to grow your business. If you are stuck in the minute details of your business where you don't like spending your time, that's going to deflate you energetically. You're not going to like it. You're going to be in a very different cognitive state because you're not going to enjoy the things that you're doing. So you won't have a lot of space to innovate and grow. So let's just say this is like, oh, this is like a 2. Okay, so then we go into column G and H. Are you actually working on the business when you're in this, or are you working in the business? And for me, if I'm doing admin follow-up tasks, I'm actually working in the business. Okay, cool. What category does this go under? Well, this is operations and admin. So what this does, this level of detail, it allows you to better understand where you're spending your time. And then wherever you spend your time is what's going to expand. So once you do this, if you notice majority of your activities are in operational and admin, you might go, oh my God, I need to bring in an operationals manager or somebody who can do the admin side. That can free up a hell lot of time for me to work on the marketing and the growth of the business. Now, if you need to better understand, the definitions are here. So please go in and fill this out. Some people like to go in and fill it out task by task because they're doing it throughout the week. Absolutely fine. If you're like, no, I've got it on my calendar, I know what I'm doing, that's fine. The purpose of this, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. So even writing down a few of these will give you the awareness of where you're spending the majority of your time and your enjoyment level. So finish this first one and I will see you in the next video.